more.
And now on the clock, it's the 49ers.
They got right in. Nigga need to go tight end.
Now on the clock, the Giants.
They got Will Anderson.
The New York Giants on the clock. The New York Giants are now on the clock. And now on the clock, it's the 49ers. Now on the clock, the Giants. The New York Giants on the clock. The New York Giants are now on the clock. And now on the clock, it's the 49ers. Now on the clock, the Giants. The New York Giants on the clock. The New York Giants are now on the clock. And now on the clock, it's the 49ers. Now on the clock, the Giants. The New York Giants on the clock. The New York Giants are now on the clock. And now on the clock, it's the 49ers. Now on the clock, the Giants. The New York Giants on the clock. The New York Giants are now on the clock. And now on the clock, it's the 49ers. Now on the clock, the Giants. The New York Giants on the clock. The New York Giants are now on the clock. And now on the clock, it's the 49ers. Now on the clock, the Giants. The New York Giants on the clock. The New York Giants are now on the clock. And now on the clock, it's the 49ers. Now on the clock, the Giants. The New York Giants on the clock. The New York Giants are now on the clock.
What a matchup for our first Sunday nighter of the year. The Cowboys and Giants underway in Week 1. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. So now here are the Giants backed up to start their first drive. And bringing them out is one of the most exciting players in the NFL every season. A former MVP, it's Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
They go play action now. Jackson. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick six, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Texans.
A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here come the Ravens. get the football for the first time. Bringing them out, a guy who's top 30 all-time in yards and touchdowns. Not bad for a fourth-round pick back in 2012. Captain Kirk Cousins.
Not bad for a fourth-round draft pick. Well over 100 career starts now. And the chemistry with his top targets, really on point. They spend a lot of time in practice and after practice making sure the routes are run well. And he knows exactly where they're going to be on the field. And when they get open, he delivers. That's a really nice, tough run inside. And they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. That one into the hands of Beckham downfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Reed Blankenship just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target, but now it's third down. Here's Cousins. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Reed Blankenship in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, the last active player remaining from the 05 draft, and a name that dominates headlines year-round, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. But I think the ball's out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Jacobs will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Cousins on first down. Over the middle to Beckham. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Cousins to throw it. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. So, Charles, defensively here, you're going up against a veteran quarterback. He's got a lot of know-how, a ton of savvy, but a guy who's not the most mobile of quarterbacks. What's the plan of attack?
You spend all week pumping up your defensive front. Your defensive tackles, your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that go after the quarterback the most, because you know that he's not going to run and beat you consistently throughout the game. You can rush more aggressively off the edge and even up the middle, because even if he evades you, he's not going to...
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11. They run once more with Stevenson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. There he goes, left side. Well, they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 21-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Only needed 1 yard. He said, I'll get you more than that.
Yeah, yard, piece of cake, right? And if you're a defender, seeing the back of the jersey and being able to read his name, not a good thing. That means you're in chase mode. That didn't go well for them on that snap.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. It's caught by OBJ. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Texans' 16-yard line.
To throw is Cousins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Ravens are going to be set up for the 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Cousins. Goes for Beckham, and he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure out.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Texans.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. first and 10. Here's Rodgers. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Well, today, of course, not just the start of the new campaign. It's the debut of DeMeco Ryans as the Houston head coach. Now, we saw him plenty with the 49ers, what he was able to do with that defense. Charles, what do you think he brings to the table for these Texans?
He brings football intelligence. He brings enthusiasm. He brings creativity. This guy wanted to be the head coach of the Houston Texans. Twice a Pro Bowler with them in the NFL. He's come home. Now he wants to finish what he started as a player as a head coach.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
It's Deontay Banks with it.
And the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
The Ravens take over first and 10.
Following the interception, Cousins. And complete to Zach Ertz. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Cousins now on second down. Zach Ertz has it complete. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zach Ertz, 61 yards. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. A try here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. Rodgers' throw going into the hands of Williams.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. On play action, it's Rodgers. And this is caught by Williams. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now a play fake. Rodgers. That is caught. It's Williams. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Escaping the pressure right.
And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Touchdown, Texans. Josh Jacobs in the final seconds of the first half. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Texans.
counter play with Jacobs. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They fake the give. Now Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And in the second half of the tied game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
On play action, Rodgers on the move to his left. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. Mike Williams, 27 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Now Cousins. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And the Texans will take over.
There's Mike Williams now as his guys head back out to go on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On play action, now Rodgers. Williams brings it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Rodgers wants to change the look. Rodgers looking to throw on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch. Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0? Like Jim Otto used to wear, or Kenny Burrow used to wear. Listen.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now it's Rodgers. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. This pass finds its way to Williams. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Rodgers now on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10.
Touchdown, Houston. Josh Jacobs with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Texans. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They set up the screen for Stevenson. Down the right sideline. He's on his way. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson, 75 yards. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see him back. Just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. Second down, Jacobs once more. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Rodgers. And this one is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock. It really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A gain of 7, and the Texans first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The sack goes to Chris Barnes. You can almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your 3rd grade teacher teach you about straight lines? Right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback, and put him on the deck.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Rodgers now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. First down, here's Cousins. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And just shutting him off there. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth.
What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth. All tied fourth quarter as the kick is away here.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Houston's offense taking over again.
And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week one. Here's third down now. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Fights through it.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Rodgers to throw. Being chased out left. His throw incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. A critical knockdown there. If they can hang on against the end, they'll kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great. But they get a few more quality ones like that, that can finish things off for them.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off.
And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Welcome back, everybody, to M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. This one coming down to the wire as we pick up the action in the final minute of regulation.
Here's 1st and 10.
And right side, they're going to go option here. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
On third down, here's Stevenson.
And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. To throw is Rodgers. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Able to connect with Jacobs. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The CD always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth.
The players on your team earned XP. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game. It's week 1 of the NFL, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Cowboys and the Giants on Sunday night primetime.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Giants. With my good friend... What a matchup for our first Sunday nighter of the year. The Cowboys and Giants underway in week 1. On the return, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Commanding the offense will be Lamar Jackson, the electric quarterback out of the University of Louisville.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He gets this complete to Shaheed. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
It's 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And coming up, it'll be no holds barred between AFC West rivals. It's the Raiders and the Broncos, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by one of the most productive QBs in the last decade. It's year 10 for the Fresno Stater now. Here's Derek Carr.
It's been fun to watch his development through the years, and right now what you see is a very confident quarterback who has a strong sense of self, totally understands the offense, and knows how to get the ball to his playmakers on the run.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Well, this, of course, is an intriguing Week 1 opener. On one sideline, you've got Josh McDaniels, Raiders head coach. But remember, back in Denver, where he was the head man in 2009 and 2010 as well. And on the other sideline, Sean Payton making his debut as head coach of the Broncos.
Two established coaches. Both of them made the...
Looking for Austin, intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Use the
It's the Detroit Lions now on the clock.
It's week 1 of the NFL, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Cowboys and the Giants under the lights on Sunday night.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl IV. What a matchup for our first Sunday nighter of the year. The Cowboys and Giants underway in week 1. Taken at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. So now here are the Giants backed up to start their first drive. They will be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner back in 2016. Always a handful to contain, Lamar Jackson.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
An excellent play by Hargrave, who was a Pro Bowl in 2021 and was even better in 2022. Had his best year as a pass rusher with 11 sacks and was rewarded with a massive free agent contract.
On second down, here's Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Now it's Jackson. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Thielen going to go in motion right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Second and goal from inside the 5. Jackson's going to keep it. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. 3rd and goal, Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one, and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Boy, I tell you, the schedule makers got it right here in week 1. A lot of great games today. And another Buffalo and the Jets right here in this very stadium tomorrow night. Won't that be fun? But if these two teams charge, Giants and Cowboys, which one do you think is the bigger threat to Philadelphia in the NFC East?
As we start here right now, it's got to be Dallas. How explosive are they offensively? Extremely. And on the defensive side of the ball, they take it away from teams. But don't count out the Giants. Their defense, they get after you with a lot of pressure. And if their quarterback continues to grow, look out. Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
This is fielded at the 27. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll go again with Gibbs. And not much room to speak of. We'll get about 3 up to the 41. To throw is Jackson. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And where the time has expired on the first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that second attempt. From the gun, it's Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson, rolling to his right. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. One more. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Cowboys. Travis Etienne, 75 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And Jackson going to hold on to it. Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Giants on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and 4th down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on 4th down so far, so you may want to double-check things.
It's week 2 of the NFL. And up next, we'll see the dual threat, Christian McCaffrey.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. First-round pick in the 2017 NFL Draft, former Clemson Tiger, Deshaun Watson.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't get the football away like he did last week.
14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Trey McBride, the target on that throw, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Packers defense. It's quite a unit, number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the number 1 rated unit against the pass in the NFL after just 1 week.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 39. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
That's complete to McBride. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The numbers from McBride a week ago. 8 catches, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Back to throw, Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? He'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They're brought out by a man now in his 15th NFL season, one of the most productive passers in league history, and a former Super Bowl champion, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken 1st overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Yeah, what do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good. Had
a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. The shotgun snap for Stafford. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. First and 10, Taylor now. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on fourth down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. On the return, here's Shaheed. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8. Now Stafford. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Brown the motion man right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Packers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And this would be quite a start for them if they could win 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't do them any favors. They gave them 2 road games right out of the gate, but the thinking on the team.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Off of play action, here's Stafford. That is caught. And they got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a play fake it at Stafford. They'll roll him out right. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
Throwing again is Stafford. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. This is caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. McCaffrey turned away on 4th and goal. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He's got a full head of steam. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Falcons. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw is Stafford. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
On 4th down, Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. To the air again, Stafford. And he comes back with one complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now it's Stafford. Completes it to Samuel. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. Here's Stafford.
It's week 2 of the NFL, and this one features Josh Jacobs. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Texans and the Colts. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
A man who is both a prep and collegiate star here in the Lone Star State, Devon Achane. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Again, it's Achane. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 121 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Purdy. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass off?
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss. Okay, and he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And he goes out right around the 39. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. This defense for the Colts, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach thrill.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll work down inside the 45. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. Very productive. 3 touchdowns. 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Play action. Rodgers out to his left. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. On play action, it's Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy...
Let's go now.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And the Colts first down.
Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38 as they've got it as we resume action. Purdy's throw here taken in by Ingram. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. And they'll try to run the option here. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's a 1st down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. Now Purdy. Again, it's Johnson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. Purdy. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Well, they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Jacobs going to try the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This is 2nd and 8. On play action. Now Rodgers. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 30. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Sacks a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Rodgers. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the 1st half winds down.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Mike Williams. Now on 1st down, it's Purdy. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Achane gets it from the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big fella go. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, my goodness. I'll tell you what. 3rd down. All you're thinking is, what can we do to keep this drive going to get enough yardage to move the sticks? You're certainly not thinking about taking this one almost the length of the field, but that's exactly what happens here. What a play, and what a change of fortunes.
They'll run. Achane. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Devon Achane. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was Devon Achane who finished things off with a touchdown reception. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Texans with the football here late in this 1st half. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. On 1st down, Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. And he goes out right around the 39. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.